a nobody was brought to come and sit down in your midst. Who is he? And you bring somebody with that street character. I have done better than most of you put together.
The newsroom. But to just go and bring somebody from nowhere to come and entertain you, there are problems with that. And I think that was the problems associated with that particular lecturer, individual.
So now their children, they invite as elites. If they invite their own picking go there now, they go sit down or they clap hand. They'll be proud. But yes, as my father and I nobody now, I not supposed to get voice. See, as a nobody picking, I not supposed to talk. I not supposed to talk. I not supposed to reach it level when I did. It affects them. It affects. Who be this?
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Plan B TV News Gist and Blog. We are still on the issue of the NBA versus VDM over the allegation that he laid against our security agency. We have talked about the part 1, part 2. Now, the part 3 is how the legal practitioner are reacting. Remember, the part 1 was the military, the part 2, the police, now the legal practitioner. I was so surprised to see this particular video of FEMI running to channel television to go and call VDM all kinds of names. And he didn't specifically mention his name, but he was saying, how would the NBA invite a nonchalant, a social media class chaser? He used all kinds of derogative words to describe VDM. And I want you guys to watch how VDM responded to the whole story. We'll be right back.
All right, I've listened to different submissions from some set of people that seem to be bitter, angry, and upset that I, Very Dark Man, was invited to the NBA conference themed Beyond Limit to come and speak as a panelist in a topic called Unknown Gunmen. So a lot of people have dropped their submission and a lot of them are pointless. But then again, I listened to FALANA. When I listened to FALANA, I'm not going to lie to you, I was so disappointed in the great FALANA. I was really disappointed. But then again, after he spoke, I understood why a lot of them were upset. FALANA gave me the answer as to why a lot of this set of people seem to be very upset. This set of lawyers, this set of elites, this set of noble people, as they claim. I understand why they are so upset. And I will play what FALANA said.
Caused a bit of controversy. I do know that lawyers were divided over whether or not social media activist VDM ought to have been invited as well. What did you make of that?
In those days, the NBA brought individuals who had paid their dues, who were coming to engage lawyers intellectually. We wanted to learn from them. And so the NBA was not our conferences were not, none of our conference was a circle show in the past. So if you are bringing in an expert to discuss the security of the country, either from the private or public sector, such an individual must have contributed to the security architecture of the country. But when you bring people who have nothing to do with the security of the country, there are problems. It's like talking about media freedom, press freedom. You are going to bring practitioners in that field, either in the academics or in the newsroom. But to just go and bring somebody from nowhere to come and entertain you, there are problems with that. And I think that was the problems associated with that particular lecturer, individual.
Well, I'm sure that I do not.
So after FALANA gave his own submission, he said something. He said, but you just go and bring somebody from nowhere. And that is the problem. Their problem is that the son of a nobody was invited. That is just simply what has been going on the media. And FALANA just made it clear to me. You just go and bring somebody from nowhere. Who know him? Who is his father? Who knows his family? Where's his family name? Like, who are they? What do they have? What business do they have? What empire do they have? The problem these people have is that the son of a nobody was invited to come and speak where elites are seated. where no names are seated. Who is this person? Who is this son of a poor man? Who is this son of a nobody that wants to feel like a somebody? Who invited him in our midst? Who is this nobody? You know, this has been the problem. Classism. These are a bunch of classists. All of them, I listened to what they have said. I listened to their summation. Why would they invite Very Dark Man? Well, why would they invite Very Dark Man? Somebody like Very Dark Man. Who is Very Dark Man that was invited? Why would they? I listened to a lot of them. None of them could make any sense to me. Until he spoke, then I understood what it was. This sort of a nobody was invited to their conference. And that is the problem. Then they go and max it up with this talk of, oh, you would have invited a security expert. Which security expert are you talking about? Security expert that advised them that when they arrest Boko Haram that have killed millions, they should rehabilitate them and send them back to the society? Is that the security expert we are talking about? Which nonsense security expert are we talking about here? You are maxing your hypocrisy, your classism self in is not an expert of security. What expert are we talking about? I'm going to ask the great FEMI FALANA and the likes of him that believe, that think this way, a question. Lately, in the last few years, I have been present where all these things have happened. I have seen things that a lot of security experts have not seen. This is not about book. It's not about book. It's about experience. And when you want to talk about security, security is for everybody. Security is not for some set of people. And this has been the problem. Because you people feel you are too good. You know better about security than everybody else. The kind of things when I don't see, a lot of them I never see for this country when it comes to come to waiting this unknown or no gunmen don't do people. But of course, you people don't care. Because now the poor masses now in the suffer. How would you care? How would you care? What took me there, I made it known because I know saying I'm waiting poor people they go through. I spoke up what the poor people are going through. And because this government cannot do anything, I spoke in the presence of these people where they could hear it properly. I spoke on behalf of the poor masses. I spoke on behalf of the poor people. I spoke on behalf of the people that don't have a voice. But yet you people are not happy because the son of nobody was seen in your midst. And now talking about law, this bunch of clowns are telling me that law is a noble profession. Well, lately, law has not been a noble profession. I'm sorry to say. I'm not even sorry to say. It is what it is. Lately, when people want justice, who do they call? They call Very Dark Man. Are you not ashamed? Are you not ashamed to be a lawyer in this country? That people don't longer believe in the justice system of this country. They believe in Very Dark Man type of justice. Are you not ashamed? And you have the audacity to say law is a noble profession. A noble profession that rich men are buying judgment every day. That the poor don't believe that they can get justice in the court. What is noble about that? When people can pay for judgment, what is noble about that? Have you forgotten the meaning of noble? You come here and talk. Most of the lawyers that were talking on Twitter and these so-called lawyers that have been bringing up their submission, I have won more cases and giving people justice more than most of you put together. Should I start telling you how much I've recovered? You come online and you talk. I'm just looking at them. I was trying to make sense until FEMI FALANA spoke. What have you people stood up for in this country? So these so-called lawyers that are talking, what have you stood up for in Nigeria? What have you stood up for? You don't talk anything before we make any sense. We're going to bring change for this country. At least I can trace what I have done. I said judges, they don't kidnap judges. How many of them don't talk? But now you feel like, oh, law is a noble profession. Somebody like Very Dark Man should not come and talk. But Very Dark Man, people tag him every day for justice. The justice system of this country have crumbled. It's not the country where the people that you want them to come and speak, a bunch of thieves, people that have stolen our country's wealth before. It's not you people hailing politicians. You feel like politicians are better than me? Go and check my record. I've never stolen before. I've never defrauded anybody before. Go and check what these people have done to this country to bring down this country, to bring this country down to its knees, to what it is today. I've not contributed to those things. I'm trying in my own little way to make it better. But then again, you feel like Very Dark Man is not. To be honest, if not for that topic, I would not be there. is the topic. If not for that topic, you won't catch me in a place like that. What am I going there to do? I even emphasized that, come, I'm not here to teach you the law. What do I know about the law that I want to teach you? You know better. You know better. And that's why people are able to manipulate it and collect money for judgments and stop judges from giving judgment. Look at this bunch of useless lawyers. A lot of you are a bunch of useless. You know the word useless. You know what it means. That means you are not useful. A lot of people are in the prison awaiting trial for 10 years. They have not been able to get the judge to even listen to them. Awaiting trial in prison. People are languishing in prison because they are waiting trial. You're not talking about the justice system of the country that is not. Of course, now poor people, children, they for outside prison. Why would you care? Why would you care? Instead of you people to be fighting, instead of you to fight, that judgment will be very, very swift. That they'll stop adjourning cases over and over and over again. You have the audacity to come and tell very dark man, even you, some of you that are not even practicing. Mind you, law is one of the brokest professions we have in the country. Because we never talk them. Law is one of the brokest profession. One of the poorest profession in this country is law. How many lawyers get work? How many lawyers they go court? Ask yourself now. And every year they'll say they don't pass out for law school. 4,000 have passed out of law school. They'll go to sell bed sheets. Plenty of them go to sell bed sheets. They'll enter real estate. You can ask them, oh, I'm a lawyer, I'm not practicing. You cannot practice with the kind of justice system we have in this country. You can't. You're talking to very dark man. Can you stand in that crowd and speak? You go, they shake, you go vibrate. You don't go even fit talk well. I went there. At least I am proud. I go there, I go talk. The reason why insecurity will not stop is because these people are benefiting from it. What did I say that is bad? Again, I said if cows don't move, people don't die in Benue. What did I say that is bad? I never insulted anybody. I simply just said it to their face because I know that now my own people, they suffer past. People will come from the street, people will come from the ghetto. Now them be sacrificial lamb to prove, say, okay, yes, we need money. Because the more people die of insecurity, the more these people that benefit from it get more budget, get more funding to tackle the insecurity that they are benefiting from. How does that not make sense to you? You are coming, like that man say, cow is for laundering. They are laundering with cows. Dummy, have you done your research? I don't go school, but I'm a street boy. I respect FEMI FALANA a lot, but you see, I don't know. When you bring somebody from nowhere, the son of a nobody, I guess. My papa named No Day. The son of a nobody was brought to come and sit down in your midst. Who is he? I bring somebody with that street character. I have done better than most of you put together. I've done better than most of you put together. It's quite sad and unfortunate. That being said, I need to also make this point. I don't know why police carry that matter for head. It's even a shame for them. Because there's nobody that promoted the Nigerian police more than me in this country. I speak up every time for the police. Even their officers, I talk on behalf of them. I say that these people are not treated fairly. And they cannot properly do this job if you don't do their welfare, if you don't take care of them properly. If police retire, their pensions, if they don't go get them. But you want to stand on, oh, very right man said that, oh, policemen in the checkpoint, a lot of them are sending information to kidnappers. Are they not? Does that mean the entire Nigerian police force is bad? Most of these justice when they brag about today, nobody still police, they run them. It's just that it's different approach, and because because I know the system and I know how to move and I know what to do. Bunch of clowns. A pointless submission. I'm not surprised. Maybe if to say that their children and they invite as elites, if they invite their own picking go there now, they go sit down or they clap hand. They'll be proud. But yes, as my father and I nobody now, I'm not supposed to get voice. See, as a nobody picking, I'm not supposed to talk. I'm not supposed to reach it level when I did. It affects them, they affects. Who be this? Poor man picking. But till this war end, when I go cry. poor man pikin don't get influence. You know if you do anything about them. I did talk am before. Poor man pikin don't get influence. Things go change. The internet space is clean. They call it toxic, but it's clean. I know how these celebrities is gang up before they scam people. I know how people scam people. I know how people lie on people. I know how people frame people. Since Very Dark Man came, a lot of these things have been hard. They hate me for it. That they cannot get away with something. They cannot come online and put some things. There's somebody that will check them. And I'm happy anytime they come against me. Blah, blah, blah. See, last week for Peter, I told you something. I said, if I leave that case, I don't go. The case automatically ends. And guess what? I told them that if you don't crush me, then as I grow, I become bigger. And this is what is happening now. I see beyond, but I'll tell you what I believe and what I know for it to be true. Public sentiment don't move me. Anyways, when I go learn, and when I go continue to learn the hard way. But this year, now new things when I go to learn. Peace and love, don't play. If you play, you gonna learn, and you will learn the hard way. Don't play.
Of a truth, it's painful to see our elites, specifically the people you look up to in the society, and how they are humiliating themselves anytime VDM speak. Their main focus is not how to quench the insecurity or the message VDM pass. The main focus is that why should NBA invite VDM in the first place? Now, they want an intellectual person to be there, which means they say VDM is a content creator, is a class chaser, is a social media rigmaroos and all kinds of things. But they want a professional who will come to the NBA and filter their ways and paint the black to be blue, like what Bala Tinubu is doing. Whenever you say, there is hardship in the nation, you say, oh, there is economic reform. The first time the Catholic tells the truth to the face of the president, all hell break loose. They don't want to hear the truth. That's why they want an expert who will come and say, the Nigeria Security Agency are doing well. Did you know that there is no genocide in Nigeria? All is well because of the... That's what they want to hear. But thank God that the new NBA president went on ground to pick somebody, a child of nobody, who have been in the field, who have sympathized with the poor, who have been with the victim, who have witnessed the whole thing, and call him. Please come and explain to us what you have experienced. And now all of them are saying you should have called the professional. An NBA conference is not where a person like VDM should speak. Now, I want to give you guys some evidence. How many of you guys have watched what is going on in Just? I'm not talking about things that have passed over years. This month in August, look at what is going on. How the security agency are heading buying innocent people to defend terrorists. I want you guys to watch.
Immediately the police came. They blew their siren. When they blew the siren, they said, police are coming. Take over, take over. And that was the moment this gunfires end. We woke up in the morning of killing in Binper, and all of a sudden we saw hillocks and gun trucks. They entered our community. We don't know anything. There was no crisis here, and the soldiers came and they started shooting, pursuing people. They followed our own kinsmen to their own homes. If I can take you there, you will see the bullets. In fact, that house will not stand again. And they killed these guys in their own rooms. So now, you ask yourself, are they here to protect us or they're here to kill us? So this is the plea that we have. And it's disheartening. We have lost complete trust in the Nigerian soldiers. We don't need them because they are not here for us. No one has weapon in their hands and they are busy shooting civilians. So, if there's anything, we can fight this war in a legal way. And the media can see. Let the world hear our voices. They can be here to protect cows passing. Early in the morning, if cows want to pass, you will see soldiers protecting cows. But let me tell you, anything that happens, any attack that happens here, it will be after the attack before soldiers will appear. And even if they come, if there's anything, they attack you and kill you. So we have lost countless number of lives, and we want to put an end to it, please. This is what we have to say. I'm a pastor in this community, and we have seen enough. because I was actually in the scene and we saw what happened. It happened in a broad daylight before 12. Before 12, the gun started, and I can tell you this gun continued for 3 hours. They have been firing, and we thank the Nigerian police force because it was only the Nigerian police force that came and this thing stopped. If not because of the police, we don't know the number of casualties we would have recorded from house to house, because immediately the police came, they blew their siren. When they blew the siren, they said, police are coming, take over, and that was the moment this gunfires end. Justice is what we need, because injustice here is a threat to justice anywhere in Nigeria.
You watch this video. This is not video from last month. Now, I also want you guys to watch another video from Jos. Again, on what the Nigeria security agencies are doing, what these people in Jos are facing under the eyes of the security agency.
And we continue to encounter issues that are quite unfortunate. Not that our people brought this upon themselves, but these are carelessness from the security agencies. And we must say this so that the whole world will know. Because if you refuse to say the truth, you die. If you say the truth, you also die. And I am ever ready to tell the whole world the actual truth. The last time we met in Jakarta, we buried our brother who was shot by the security agencies. As if that is not even enough. Today we are here to bury 2 brothers as well that were shot in their homes by the illegal act of the security agencies, most especially the soldiers. They came and killed them in their own homes. The soldiers destroy their buildings. They did it on 1st May, where a pastorium in Sabongari here was destroyed. Buildings were brought down by the same soldiers. I am saying this so that the international community will know what the soldiers are doing in Mangu local government. I am saying this so that human rights organization will also know what the illegal act being committed by the soldiers in Mangu local government. We are not troublesome people. It is only 2 groups of people that are fighting the Movable people. The Fulani are fighting us. The soldiers are also fighting us. The Movable man is known for peace. Not only the Movable man, but the entire natives of Plateau State. Troubles here in Mangu, troubles there in Bokos, Bassa, name them. The Fulani are not only troubling the Movable people, the whole world know that the entire nation, Nigeria, the Fulani are troubling us. And I'll use this singular opportunity to call on government, most especially the president, to give the governors the backing to put state police. Because they are conversant with our terrain. They are the only people who can protect us when we have state police on ground. We are so tired with the activities of the soldiers, and we are going to be tired with it. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. So we are calling on the government to act accordingly. Let them protect lives and properties. Because if they fail to protect lives and properties, who are they going to govern? So on a lighter note, I am bringing condolences to the entire family that was affected. Not only the family alone, but the entire nation. I also thank Masari Kim and the Biramute movement for standing by us to ensure that we bring this to the notice of the Human Rights Commission. We will take up this legal case. We'll take up this legal case so that if there is any soldier who want to try us in movable land, he will know that we are equal to their attacks. If they are here for the people, let them protect them both. But if they will be selfish in their act, the movable man will rise up and make sure that we fight them to the core. I pray that may God comfort us, may God guide us, and protect us from our evil. The Lord will strengthen us and continue to see us through in every activities that we are going to face. God bless us now and always. Thank you.
Now, with all of this, there are lots and thousands of videos. Sometimes you arrest soldiers, carrying weapons, supplying weapons to the terrorists. How many of you watched that particular video of English Alaji? When helicopter were supplying weapons to these terrorists. None of that raised eyebrow. How many of you also watched that particular video from English Alaji? When the wounded terrorists, when terrorists and terrorists clash now, this one, by this one, this one, by this one, helicopter came to fly some wounded terrorists away from the forest and take them to hospitals. The Nigerian government never probed them. Now, this particular video from Saramaki again, watching how the Nigeria sent armed forces to guide cows. And meanwhile, these Fulani just recently killed people in their community. When these people were about to react, they sent security agencies to come and be escorting and protecting their cows. And you said that. Anyway, we will try and break this video because there are lots that Nigeria elites are saying right now. So we don't just want to congest and compass everything in one video. I'll be waiting for you guys in the comment section to tell me your thoughts regarding to this particular video on how Femi Falana has spoken and the reaction of VDM and the Masaraki videos on what is happening in Jos. What is your thoughts regarding to all of this? Please let us know in the comment section. I love you. God love you more. Until we meet again. Peace out.
Well, I'm sure that I do not know whether you've seen the response of some of your colleagues, some of them very senior as well. I'm going to be citing the response of Professor Chidi Odinkalu to that particular one. He says it's customer feedback, that the law and the courts are for everyone, and the lawyers who are like say advocates in the temple of justice, now I'm trying to look for the particular word that lawyers use, you know, should not shy away from listening to feedback from people who have cause to always, you know, interact with the law, and that's how he sees it. Do you share his perspective?
With profound respect to my very good friend Chidi Odinka, he was talking in a general sense, but we're talking of this particular case. I mean, if we are talking of justice delivery in the country, we now want to hear from members of the public. That will be okay. But if you are talking about the security of the country, it does require that you bring people who are involved in maintaining the security of the country, or who are victims of abduction and the rest of them. So we, as lawyers, we must, we must link up with members of the public. We must hear from them, but not in specific areas which require some kind of expertise, so that lawyers can learn and be positioned to take care of their own security, as well as the security of members of their family. For instance, we're talking about state police now. And you will expect anybody who's going to speak in that area to tell us when we had regional police in the country, why did we embark on centralizing the police force? Why are we now going back to what we had in the First Republic? I think this is the kind of problem that was associated with some of the speakers that are being brought to address us. In those days, the submissions of some of our lecturers, like the late Dr. Akeola Aguda when he addressed us in 1985, or the late Justice Oputa when he addressed our conference in 1987, for several days and weeks, their submissions became matters of public discourse. Editorial comments were written on them. Lawyers debated them even after the conference, and we learned from them. And I think lawyers are saying we should go back to that era. I mean, take my own case, for instance. There are African leaders who believe in the rule of law, who promote the rule of law in their country, who obey court orders. I mean, who obey court orders in their country. So if you are going to have a former head of state to address lawyers to talk about democracy or rule of law, then you must bring some who can say, when I was in power, there was not a single court order that I disobeyed. I didn't lock up people illegally. I didn't harass the media, and so on and so forth. And there are a couple of them in the continent, if you want to be educated.